Hey guys, welcome to the next stage of the course. I'm very excited that you're here. This part of the course is called How is it possible? I called it this way because it's one of the most frequently asked questions that I get from friends and people in general around me. How is it possible that you're finding these products, that you're selling them, that there's a margin in there? How is it possible that you're making money with it? I need proof. I don't believe you. Please show me proof. Well, just in case you are feeling the same way, I'm going to give you proof right now, straight up with an example. Therefore, I'm going to open an internet browser. You do not need to follow doing the same. You can just take a look at the video and I will guide you through how this is actually possible. Therefore, I'm going to access Amazon.com. As you know, Amazon holds one of the biggest, if not the biggest, variety on items on the online industry, online shopping industry. They sell literally anything that you might come up with, from toothbrushes to wheels for airplanes, whatever it is, you name it, they have it. We're going to search for very, very popular item nowadays. It's a regular selfie stick. For those who are not familiar with this item, this is a tool that, let's say, it enhances the selfie taking experience. And at a first glance, there are two that are really calling my attention over here, that really got my attention. I have trained eyes for this, but hopefully you will have so as well by the end of this course. These two items are these over here. I'm going to open them in a new tab for our further reference, but I'm going to explain why they're calling my attention. They're making a very, very good and decent selling. They have a good rating, both of them. They have good stars, not the highest rating, but 4 out of 5 stars is pretty good. And they have a lot of feedback. A lot of people gave them written feedback. So that's definitely something positive. Also, they look very, very, very similar to me, and they have a very similar price as well. Just to look a little bit more into it, these items, well, I would actually say that it's the exact same item. Look at this. Oh wow, yeah, it's look at that. It's this and this is the exact same thing, just branded differently. It just says Flexi on here, and it says nothing here. Selling for $17.99 and $14.99, the exact same thing. I'm sure that they have the same dimensions. Produced in the same factory, same weight, same functionality. Oh, this one seems to be branded by Empow, and this one seems to be branded by Flexion. Eventually, here where it says Flexion, or here where it says Empow, it would have your name. So as a seller, as a shop, fulfilled by Amazon, because Amazon is taking care of all of the headache of packaging, supplying, shipping, etc. And as we can see, these items are being sold. Let's see, this one is being sold for $17.99, and they're making a huge sales. This is a very cool item. I'm not very sure how much money they are buying it for, but I'm going to tell you how much money you could be buying it for. Just for that, let's close this over here. I'm going to open a new one. I'm going to show you one of my favorite websites on the internet. This website over here is a home for many, many suppliers, normally overseas in low-cost production countries. One of my favorite countries to buy stuff from is China. We're just going to make a quick search on selfie sticks. Look, this one looks familiar. It's like the exact same thing. Look at that. Like the same item. Well, just in case for our reference, I'm going to open it here on a new tab and keep on scrolling a little. Look at that. That one looks familiar too. I'm going to open it here in the next tab. This one looks familiar as well. Let's see what else we got. This one looks familiar as well. They all, seems to me that they're all manufactured over there, and you just find and contact a supplier. Yep, it seems to me that it's the exact same thing. You can always choose different colors when you contact these guys. They're able to supply with whatever you ask them for in terms of variety of colors and so on. I really want you to focus at this price. $17.99 is what they're selling it for. Look at what we can buy them for. We can buy them for $1 a piece, $4.5 a piece max. That's fantastic. That's a huge margin in there. Look at that. You could be making a margin of almost over $10 with this item over here. Look at this one. Again, you can buy one piece, minimum order quantity for. You just should negotiate the price with the seller. But imagine you can buy this piece for $5.50 and sell it for $15, $17, $18. Wouldn't that make you feel good? Would definitely make me feel pretty awesome. Let's take a look at this one over here. This is from $1 to $9 a piece. Not sure why it is so different, but it's pretty cool that they have a minimum order quantity of 10 pieces. These over here start looking better to me. I like very much the port Shenzhen. I think that these guys were doing it so too. Shenzhen. Oh, they're also playing from Shenzhen. Shenzhen, I think, if I don't remember wrong, is in the Guangdong province of China. It's one of the biggest ports of the east coast of Asia. Well, together with Shanghai, Singapore, of course. Not to mention Hong Kong, which is not on the coast, but I like that port a lot. They do ship a lot to the States from there. They have a it won't take very long until these items are here if they ship over via sea. And one thing I need to tell you is from these items, the one that I would go for is for one of these two. Either this one or this one. The only difference of these against these is that these over here, they're not accepting PayPal as a payment term. Never operate without PayPal. Never operate without PayPal. I said it twice, but I'm going to say it many more times throughout this course. Really don't do without PayPal. These guys, these suppliers are very, very inefficient when they don't accept PayPal, just because there is no guarantee for money return if there is no PayPal involved. Western Union has a very, very poor money return policy. MoneyGram, I never used that before in my life. Bank transfer is one of the worst ideas you can come up with. You don't want to buy something and just have your supplier disappear from the face of the earth the next day. PayPal will actually refund you for every single cent if your item doesn't make it to your doorstep or to the Amazon warehouse in this case. I would go for one of these. PayPal is always a sure bet. Just imagine that you could buy 10 pieces for $5, which is somewhere in the middle here, and have them shipped over to your warehouse on Amazon and then sell each one for $18. Would that be awesome? Well, that is very, very possible, and I'm sure that these guys are even buying for less than $5. But now that we have come here, I guess that it's very clear to you how this is possible. I guess that I explained and I showed and I gave you a little bit more of a proof. And I really want that if you didn't put PayPal on your notes, that you really note that down. Make sure that you are able to find a product which has a high margin. I will show you later on throughout this course how to find these products. Don't worry, you don't need to be a genius. There is a tool, there are several tools to find this out. Figure out how much these products can be eventually sold for, and figure out how much you can be buying them for. Make sure that there's PayPal in between, and then you're good to go. Then you found the product. I'll later on show you how to actually put a purchase through and how to have it stored on your Amazon website, warehouse, how to create a listing and how to sell it to the buyers out there. Thank you so much for listening, and please post any single question that you might have, or opinion that you might want me to read, or doubt that you might want me to solve. Whatever it is, I'm very happy to read all of your guys' feedback. See you soon. Thank you so much, and enjoy the video that's coming up.